Next up is Minstrel Krampus. We start with Steve. He has turned into a total brat
You want the worst? Well, you gon' see the worst.
this holiday season, and Stan's had enough. To set him straight, Stan takes Steve to visit Grandpa Jack, hoping he can scare some sense into him. Jack doesn't disappoint. He tells Steve a chilling tale about Krampus, the mystical Christmas demon who punishes naughty children. But Steve, yeah, he's not buying it.
Okay, I'm bored. Let's go.
Jack even claims he trapped Krampus years ago, keeping him locked away in a copper pot in his basement. Steve just rolls his eyes and keeps being a brat. Things escalate when Steve starts sneaking around and opening his presents early. Stan tries to put the gifts somewhere Steve won't find them, the basement. And guess what? Down there, Stan hears a mysterious voice. It's Krampus, and he's got one request: set him free. Krampus promises to handle Steve's misbehavior, and Stan, fed up with his son, agrees. But there's a twist. Krampus doesn't just discipline Steve. He kidnaps him and demands revenge on Grandpa Jack. Stan runs to Jack, thinking they can sort things out, but Jack's reaction? Total panic. He doesn't want anything to do with Krampus and bolts, leaving Stan to clean up the mess. Meanwhile, Steve wakes up in Krampus's Bavarian castle, where things are interesting. Krampus disciplines him the old-fashioned way. Yes, spanking is involved. I'd say Steve deserves it though, so the household objects, enchanted and alive, try to explain that Krampus isn't evil. He's just a strict disciplinarian who punishes kids because he actually cares about their well-being. Slowly, Steve starts to see the truth. Turns out, Krampus's grudge against Jack goes way back. Years ago, Krampus tried to discipline Jack, but Jack tricked him and captured him while he was distracted by a plate of strudel. Stan turns to Roger for advice, and Roger suggests seeking help from Santa Claus. But here's the problem. Stan has a rocky history with Santa, if you could tell from the previous episodes, so he's not exactly eager to reconnect. Still, desperate times call for desperate measures, so they head to the North Pole, where Santa captures them. And let me tell you, Santa is not jolly. He beats Stan mercilessly for their past run-ins, but eventually agrees to help on one condition: they have to kill Krampus.
Deal. Come on, Roger.
Just a little longer. I'm almost there.
Stan's conflicted, but Santa sweetens the deal by promising to take him off the naughty list. With no other options, Stan and Santa head to Bavaria, preparing for battle. Meanwhile, Haley has her own subplot. She's desperate for Christmas shopping money and turns to Roger for a loan. Roger, of course, refuses and suggests she get a job instead. Haley ends up working at the airport, where she runs into Grandpa Jack, who's trying to flee. She convinces him to face his past and save Steve.